guys, how's it going and welcome to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys like something that I discovered recently, and that is popsicles or icicles or like ice cream sticks or whatever you want to call them. Basically I just got bored and I ordered like this set of popsicle molds off Amazon, and I was like, you know what, let's get creative in the kitchen. Let's see what low calorie and high protein popsicles we can make, and I came up with a few ideas I'm going to show you guys in this video right now. Alright, so for the first popsicle that we are going to be making, you're going to be needing a scoop of your favorite protein powder. I'm using the PhD Smart Plant in the chocolate cookie flavor, and you're also going to need some stevia, which is optional if you just want to make it a bit sweeter. And if you're using a different protein powder than the PhD Smart one, I would highly recommend adding some xanthan gum or any other thickening agent, because that's just what adds like the texture to it and makes it like fluffy and kind of like a mousse. So once you have all those dry ingredients in your mug or your cup, you're just gonna add some cold water, and I just kind of eyeball this until I get the consistency that I like, and then I'm just gonna pour that mixture into one of the ice cream molds. Now the next popsicle we are going to be making is a frozen yogurt popsicle. So I'm using the Alpro soy yogurt. It's a vegan, dairy-free yogurt, but you can use any yogurt of your choice. And I'm adding a bit of protein powder and stevia to it to add some taste and some protein. I'm just gonna mix that up and pour some into the mold. And lastly, we have an iced coffee version of this dessert. So all you're gonna do is make your iced coffee however you like making it. I personally just do instant coffee stevia. I actually add a bit of salted caramel protein in there as well. It adds like a really nice taste. And I also add some cacao powder, and I pour some boiling water over that. And I also like to add some almond milk. And then I'm just gonna pour that into the mold, and then once we have all of our little ice lollies ready, we're just going to stick them into the freezer for at least 4 to 6 hours for them to freeze up. After about 4 to 6 hours, you can take them out and slowly try and take them out of the molds. What I did was I poured hot water on top of the mold container, which is what helped me just slide these out effortlessly. And there you have it, guys. 3 super easy, super low calorie, high protein snack ideas for, when you're dieting and you don't have a lot of macros to work with. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed those recipes. Again, like I said, the macros for everything is going to depend on how big your molds are. So you're going to have to try and see what works for you and weigh everything out before you put it into your ice cream mold. Now, I wanted to talk about flexible dieting for a second, because what I just showed you guys here is how you can make really tasty recipes that taste like treats, but that you can fit into your diet. And it's just proof that your diet doesn't have to be boring, chicken, rice, broccoli every single day, or seitan, rice, broccoli if you're vegan like me. I mean, if that's your thing, that's fine. I enjoy my seitan and vegetables every day. I don't find it boring. I'm weird like that. I like bland foods, especially when it comes to savory foods. I just like eating plain things. But your girl has a sweet tooth, which is why I really like flexible dieting. Here's the thing. Flexible dieting has received a pretty bad reputation these past few years, because a lot of people confuse it with just eating shit all the time, which is not what it is. Flexible dieting, obviously there's certain things you want to adhere to. You want to make sure you're getting most of your calories from foods that are nutrient dense, that will fill you up and that are healthy for you, because if you don't eat healthy foods, you will be deprived of all your micronutrients and vitamins and all that, and then you will probably just be deficient and die. And we don't want to die, we want to live, so you want to eat healthy food for the most part, and not only for their health benefits, but also because they tend to be more voluminous, so they take up more space in your stomach for not as many calories as other foods, and they'll help keep you fuller for longer. But here's the thing, we're all human and we all get cravings, right? I crave sweet things a lot, which is why I use stevia in a lot of my food, but sometimes I just want something like a piece of chocolate, or I want a bit of ice cream or whatever, and I will weigh all these things. I have my kitchen scale. If I ever do decide to have a piece of dark chocolate, or if I ever decide to have some ice cream or something that's considered unhealthy, then if I can make it fit into my calories, because calories are king for fat loss, then I will have it. but I will try to make it minimal. But sometimes I find that just having it and fitting it in to your calorie target is better than just fighting that craving, because the more you fight the craving, the more likely you are to binge at some point. So yeah, for me, the main, like the most important aspect of flexible dieting is obviously your calorie target, because if you're trying to lose fat, calories are king. You have to be in a calorie deficit. So make sure that, you know, whatever you try to fit into your macros fits into your calories, because calories are more important than macros, let's face it. Everyone's getting enough protein. If you eat enough protein at each and every meal, carbs and fats you can kind of play around with. It doesn't really matter that much. Then the second most important thing is obviously protein. You want to be hitting, you know, a decent amount of protein. Like, you don't have to go too crazy. Just have like 20 to 30 grams of protein for like 5 or 6 meals a day and you're set. You know, if you have a serving of protein every single meal, you don't really have to track the exact like amount of protein you're getting each and every meal, if that makes sense. So yeah, those are my 2 cents on flexible dieting. I know that I will be adopting a flexible dieting approach throughout my prep for my competition, because my coach is a flexible dieter himself and he does advocate it, and I'm so grateful that, you know, I have a coach that takes into account the fact that like his clients want some flexibility in their diets, and you know, he knows how to make sure that we reach our goals while still eating the foods that we love, and I think that is awesome. So if you guys enjoyed the recipe and the little like rant I had at the end of this video, please give it a like. It really does help support my channel tremendously. And if you enjoy fitness content, if you guys want to see more workouts, more tips, more advice, hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell button to be notified whenever I upload a new video 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And until next time, bye guys!